This is weird, right? What the hell is this guy doing? Usually plays video games. Bro, something wrong with bro. Surprise, motherfucker. Uh, I'm also 10 feet away. No, this is like 3 feet away. What is this? Oh, look. The feet from this, totally not a chair that I use is off. Oh, what are you doing up there? Anyway, that probably shouldn't be there. Anyway, just ate my Cadbury eggs. Mini eggs. I still don't have the mega egg. What the fuck, Cadbury? You some bitch. John Cadbury himself? Are you kidding me? Did we tweet? Damn. Oh shit. That's my back. Anyway, yeah, we are doing. I guess this is staying here because I don't want it in my pocket. I should probably just put it on my belt, but who the fuck cares? Anyway, um, we are doing a night art stream because bro said he's not going to be on tonight, or at least he said that yesterday. And we believed him, so we're gonna do art. Hopefully the hand cam's all right. The only ceiling light is inverted apparently. I forgot that my character is inverted. All right, so the only ceiling light isn't that. Right, that source of light is actually a lamp. The only ceiling light is like maybe 10 feet away. I don't know who the fuck designed this room, but they weren't the guy. Anyway, I figure let's go ahead and get some head on. Draw some head on stream. You know, we got a lot to do. I don't know if I'm gonna make it the whole like roughly 3 hours we usually stream for at night, but we'll fucking see, bro. Jesus. I usually during art streams I usually don't wear headphones. Let me see a sec, cause it really fucks with the tracking from this angle. Hold on. So if I lean down, how bad is that? Yeah, all right. Yeah, we're kind of getting lost. All right, we'll hold. Because I can just see the activity feed. So if somebody comes by or whatever, and of course chat's right here for this setup. I really do need to set this PC overall up. Anyway, let's start drawing some head. Now the question is, do I go frontal? I don't feel like we were successful with the last frontal, if I'm being honest. Which I'm always honest. I'm not really sure why that's a phrase. But yeah, I don't feel like we were particularly successful with that. So I kind of maybe think we should try and speed sketch something in. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so. Classic, right? Okay. Should we? I feel like visually it came out a lot better when I symmetro decode. But should we? Nah, I feel like no. I feel like we skip it, right? Skip that shit. Okay. All right. Let's just try and wing it. So roughly, where are we? Hopefully, I don't fucking know. Random line. Okay, that's crooked. Random line. Okay, that's crooked. Random line. That's crooked. Okay. All right, not off to a great start. I'll tell me that. What if we do it this way? Okay. Let's go down. Hold on, down. Down. Can you figure out where I am? Could it be? Who would have guessed? It's the fucking nose. You know how it goes. The nose knows. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Wait, was that McDonald's? Shit. Would you think McDonald's would copyright strike someone for doing that? I feel like they could. I mean, like using the actual sound bite, not whatever the fuck that was. Okay. All right, the suffering shall continue to continue, I guess. But yeah, we're, since I figured we were gonna be alone, Because bro's not on. I don't know. I didn't feel like getting on Conan. It's like I'm just gonna wander around looking for places to raid for loot. Because we're just so fucking weak in that. So I was like, well, my other option is Borderlands 4, which we just finished our first playthrough of, which I complained a lot about. I want to be clear, it's not like a bad game or anything. It's like a pretty decent game. It's just not a Borderlands game. It doesn't feel like I'm playing Borderlands. It doesn't have the charm of any of the other ones somehow, and 3 like somehow. I mean, like the gameplay of 3 felt more like it, but the story didn't quite have that level of humor. This one also just didn't have like any major humor except for a handful of like side quests. The DLC brought it back a little bit, but you know what I mean. I've complained about it quite a bit. I just think it's pretty mid. Like I'm not too mad at it. I will play every character at some point. I moved my mic away. Sorry. If it's too quiet, let me know. It kind of felt like it was about to kiss me on the cheek or something. I don't know what the hell, bro. Bro, what are you doing over here, bro? Bro. Anyway, um, yeah, I don't know. I figured I just finished the playthrough, like my first playthrough. Usually I do just start a new character, but I just didn't feel it because I was like, well, all the guns felt the same. All the classes more or less felt the same until I like really leveled up and could use more of their stuff. Whereas like in 2, like Maya felt drastically different from Salvador, right? It's just a completely different play style involved, you know? In 3, all of the characters kind of felt a little different, right? It's just I don't know, they just dropped the ball, I guess. Um anyway, I just figured there's also no telling when I may get the chance again to play that playthrough. And there's something in me that just hates not finishing a playthrough. And I hate like losing track of things. Like it bothers me so much. If it wasn't obvious from when we fucking soloed the world boss King Titan with what did I use? Gigas, I think. This seems too big. Am I tripping? Anyway, if it wasn't obvious for me soloing that after like so much raising my creatures, um, even though I wanted to fight all of the Titans, it wasn't really in the cards. Um, but like I stayed to do that compared to, you know, broski not, which nobody ever should have to or should play something they don't want. Like I'm not saying anything like that, but it's like I will stick to with something until I feel like it's wrapped up, right? I generally don't get sick of something, or if I do, it's like I just keep going anyway. Like I find satisfaction in finishing games. It's so miserable not to fucking do it. Bro, I don't think I'm gonna last fucking 3 hours of drawing. I'm so fucking chalked already. Probably doesn't help that I'm drawing like this shit, you know? You could also argue this isn't drawing. Oh, brother. Anyway, I ended up watching The Boys. I think two episodes of apparently the final season are out. I don't know. It's I feel like it doesn't have the charm that the other. Jesus Christ! I keep saying I said that so much about Borderlands 4, but like it's not like bad or anything. Fuck, what the hell? Maybe that's just like, what is it, like fifth season stuff? I don't know. It doesn't. It's not like bad or anything, but it's like things are happening at such an accelerated pace that just is like, it's like whiplash, and it's like kind of hurting the plot, if you will. Like it almost feels like, and I don't believe I did, but it almost feels like I somehow missed a season in there. And I did watch God You or whatever. Like I think there's, I don't know, whatever the last season was. I think came out last year, late last year. I'm pretty sure, and I did watch that. So it's like something ain't right. I don't know what that something is, but it doesn't feel quite the same. I swear if my phone's telling me that I'm live. Thank you, phone. Very informative. Very informative phone. All right, definitely gonna call it here. The nose is in fact too large. It's too large. All right, so we'll hit him with that. We're gonna roll with it because I'm lazy. Um, but I really just recommend you do not. Anyway. You know, I could probably just fix this. Right? So this needs to be, oh, it's so hard. So the way the light thing works in this is for some reason it's on like a loop where it just circles and you have to like pause where you want it and you can sort of drag it around, but sometimes it doesn't quite work. And sometimes for some reason I've noticed like a loop isn't always, it doesn't always include every angle. This angle might be a little better for us. So it's not the greatest, but it's good enough for me. What the fuck is this shape supposed to be? But like part of the problem with this, God, it sounds fucked up because I'm kind of complaining about a free resource here, like, you know. But like part of the problem for me is certain angles of light completely either wash out or hide the lines, and I can appreciate that from the light, like from learning the shadows perspective. From learning the shape perspective, though, um, it sucks. It's really difficult. So like we've completely lost the shape that we did see on the other one for here. So I'm just gonna kind of make it up. I think it actually was supposed to go up to there, but I'm not sure. Um, it's frustrating, but it is what it is. All right, so this is nose thing, burst bump, inner thing, and so we gotta come in again, and we gotta go out, and this is the final part of the nose, I believe. And so we should have a little bit of a liney boy there, huh? Ba, 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 ba. That's not wide enough, I don't feel like. Diamonds, dudes. This guy's got a diamond on his head. Yippee. Yippee. Okay. Okay, that's clearly not accurate. I'm disinclined to acquiesce your request. Fuck. This is so difficult, by the way. For someone like me with zero talent, zero skill, and nowhere near enough practice. This is insanely difficult. Damn you. I should have brought more codberry egg. Bro, I hate this. This is the worst. I should have just fucking played Conan. Bro, I should have just played Conan. What am I doing? Should we switch to Conan? Should I just become one of those fucking React streamers? Can we switch to React streaming? Just like get fucking shit tier videos. Bro, what the fuck am I doing? Okay. Whoop, bup, bup, bum, 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 Come on, man. Hey, start working. You better not start working. Okay. All right. So, I need to pick something. Eyes or lips? Both are fucking horrible. Guess we're gonna go lips. That was a mistake. Let's do the eyes. Bro, why is this so difficult? Also, what is happening? What? No fucking way. What is this? Why is it so dark every time I do it? What am I doing? What the hell's bro cooking up? Our other option is to start here. Okay. So let's go and like that. Don't like that. Do not like that. Don't like that. Don't like that, but I'm leaving it because I'm tired of doing it. We're gonna be at it all fucking day if we just keep going. You know what? I feel like they need a glove that like comes to here because I feel like my hand there, like the skin kind of ends up burning. Am I crazy? Am I the only one? Like it needs to like come around like that. Like there's no reason not to, is there? I guess then maybe it'll be too slippery. I don't fucking know. I just assumed that it was either a matter of uh cost savings, right? That's more material and that's more sewing. So therefore, of course, they don't. Or maybe, like I said, the slipping thing. But honestly, I think it might just be cost savings. I think like 90% of my control just comes from holding it. So it's like I don't think like I as long as the fingertips and the thumb are good, I don't think it really matters too much. This does not look like lips. Why is this so difficult? Maybe I should put something around the pen there. Maybe that would do. Am I a genius? Am I the smartest man who's ever lived? It's too much stuff, but it's definitely more comfortable on the hand. Alright, it's gotta go. Maybe I just wear a full fucking glove that I like cut the fingertips off of. Okay. That seems too big, doesn't it? I don't like it. It's scaring me. Scaring Stone. My favorite actress. Is that an actress? Or a songstress? Sharon Stone? Who is that? I feel like I know the name, but I can't think of anything she's ever done in her life. Probably all of it is much more impressive and successful than anything I have or probably ever will do. So we'll just throw that out there. The suffering shall continue. No. Maybe. Maybe. So last time I did this with the speed sketch with symmetry tool, I actually forgot this part. I like kind of got lost. Realistically, I actually think it looks better that way, which is why I didn't notice. But looking better and knowing how to do aren't the same thing. So we're gonna try to match this. Let's get rid of all this, please. Okay. Try this again. Okay. All right, so there's a nose under the nose, or sorry, mouth under the mouth. Jesus, I think we're good. I think we managed to capture it. Not particularly well, but I mean, let's face it, it's me. It's not going to be particularly well captured no matter what I do. So we're good. We're in the clear. Okay. I have already noticed, by the way, you don't got to point it out. It's tilted. I know. I just everything I do, it's always like at an angle. I don't know how to get out of this habit. I'm trying. I am conscious of it when I start. I just try not to do it, but it just like always ends up favoring, I guess, the left because I'm right-handed and I favor drawing or sketching or whatever you want to call this in that manner. So it all is at an angle. Imagine that. So if I were to try and line this up, yep, it kind of just drifts to the right. God damn it. No. No. I could probably fix this. No, not really. I basically would just have to start over. You know what I mean? It's like the fix is erasing this and then cutting this and like tilting it and then redrawing to match that. But it's like I think there's more to learn from just continuing on and then just trying to do better next time. I also don't know what the fuck I'm doing, so there is that. There's that. Something to consider, perhaps. Believe that is much too large, but I don't care right now. I think we've spent way too much time on this part, and we just gotta go for it. Okay. Bro, that ain't that hold on. That ain't it. That ain't it. I feel like the mouth is way bigger than the top of the head right now. I feel like the scale is so far off. Okay. So from here I need to come out and then come out and then go down and then go out. Right? And then we go down. Then we come up to that. Nope. Come up to that. We angle it in just a little. Saying it. I was right. It's the scaling is just way off. I mean, I do this every time, so shouldn't really be surprised. So now bro's just got like the fucking thickest, fattest head. Dude, I can't do it. Like what the fuck? It doesn't feel this off like while I'm mid doing stuff. So it's like how how do you know? fucking terrible, bro. I I kind of just want to erase the whole thing and just try again. Okay. My boy Strong Jaw Jones here. You know what I think? I think I just need to stop trying. I think I just need to send it. I just need to stop trying so hard and just fucking send it. I think that's what I gotta do here. Fuck it. That's the only way this is gonna get done. That's so fucking wrong. Okay, when it's blatantly wrong, we don't send that. But generally, we have to fucking send it. Okay? So we're up like that. Then we're... God damn it, dude. Why is it so severe sometimes? And I'm like not even trying. What am I doing? Jesus, bro. Okay, so from roughly right here, we need a short one. No. This needs to come slightly like that. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. Okay, that's a little better, not a whole hell of a lot better. Okay, so that puts better into perspective where I need to be on this. So we need to push that back like that, kind of hit him like that. Okay, that's a little closer, I think. So now we gotta figure out the top half here. This kind of comes up just a little, and then it scoops over like that, and then splits up like that. Okay. Okay, let's work on this eye a little bit because this eye is, we're getting lost in the eyes, but not in like a romantical type of way, you know? It's in a fucking terrible type of way. We're like lost hiking in the eyes, not like lost stargazing, you know? We're like Lost TV show season 7. It's not that safe. Like we might die. Look at this. It's so ass. What have I done? What did I do to deserve this? They do this every year. They do this every year. Okay, let's. Can I please? Thank you. Okay. I don't really like it, but I don't know that I can do anything else right now. So I feel like this is somehow harder than the skull. I don't know what it is. I feel like the skull should be harder, but this is harder for me. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and hit him with it, shall we? This should end roughly. Fuck, I need to zoom out just a little bit. This should end roughly the bottom of the nose, which is just too big of a nose for the rest of this head based on this scale. This dude's fucking ear is so messed up, bro. What the fuck am I doing? Like, just stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay. Let's start from here for now. Okay, so this should branch off. And we have the inner workings of the ear. And then we have the outer workings. And then we have, from that, the top. And then we have the, like, top. God, it just looks like a fucking mess, doesn't it? Like, on the one hand, I kind of see it. But also, it's just so fucking sloppy because I'm just not good. It's very frustrating. Okay. So this is where I think to myself, what a wonderful world. No, I'm fucking with you. I really should have just used symmetry tool because, like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm having so much trouble. I'm just not good enough. It's like stressful, you know? Stressing. Seems a bit off, so we'll try again. Nope. Maybe if I just cut that a little bit, I think maybe. So then we want to shoot back, come down, triangle it off, and then we want to cut in, cut in, cut in, cut in. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like obviously that's not the same. I actually somehow I feel like the right side is right, but I feel like the left side looks better to me. I'm not sure what it is. I guess since this is here, let's take a sec. Um, this is what do they call it? Like oatmeal burlap micarta. Only reason I own it is because it watches the watch. It's blue like oatmeal, I guess, blue, white, and blue. Who would have believed it? Who would have got it? Um, very interesting knife. I think this is in A2. A2 or Nitro V. I don't know. Perfectly fine steel. I got it with a bunch of store credit that I had for a shop, and this is actually generally quite expensive, but I used like all that store credit, and it wasn't so bad. It was still kind of a bit much, but I thought it was cool. I'm a sucker for clip points. I will probably make it its own sheath rather than whatever they sent it to me in. I don't think this is Fiddleback Forge, the people who make it sheath. I don't know. I don't know who makes this thing. It's an okay sheath. It's just not really for me. Um, but yeah, it's a pretty interesting knife. Mostly just for like cutting things, believe it or not, like leather. Um, but if you were wondering, it's because of the oatmeal and the blue. It's the white and the blue. All right, I got a problem. Did I intend to sell it? Maybe. Did I not sell it? Probably. Why not? Because the economy is in fucking shambles. Nobody's buying things. I would say at this point, I'm basically done. I know I don't really talk about it that much, but I do sell things, and I actually recently have sold things. Like we'll see if it stays sold because you never know. But like I sold a Cartier I had that I paid 1,040 dollars for. This was a couple years ago, and it was a pretty solid price back then. They went up to 2,400, and nobody bought it, and now they're like still like 24, but nobody's buying them at that price anymore. It's just that like dealers still have them for that price because they paid premiums. So like they're just gonna sit on it because they can, but I didn't pay that much, so I kind of just let it go for I think like 1,500. But that's not as much profit as it sounds like because eBay takes about 350 of that in fees, and of course I had to pay for shipping and insurance and stuff. So it's like I'm only coming away with a like 180 bucks probably, which is free money, I guess. Yeah, yippee, not really, but yeah, for the most part, I'm I'm out. Like I can't. Some of the things I've bought have been apparently a scam. For example, the Bark River knives. A lot of people get burned on that. They're still generally pretty solid knives. It's just that I can't ethically sell them. I don't know what steel they're in. Even if the owner assures me, assures people that the models not included in his list weren't affected by his scam, I can't trust that. So I'm basically stuck with a bunch of relatively high price knives that, yeah, okay, I got them generally at a discount, but you know, like let's just say I didn't this isn't the actual calculation. It's probably actually more than this, but let's just say if I were to sell it, it would be $1,000. Is that a fucking moth? Like, bro, get out of here. It would be like $1,000, right? But like I probably paid like a third of that type of deal. You know what I mean? Like value wise. So it's like I was in it low enough to sell it, but it's like not in it low enough that it's like insignificant, you know? Like it still hurts. And again, I can't ethically sell that in my opinion, so I guess I got a bunch of them. Um, and of course, I'm sure plenty of people are well aware of the state of the world economy, not just where I'm at. Um, it's not exactly about to be easy to sell most things. It's little people like me who are buying and selling on occasion, you know, things that they just happen to catch on clearance, basically. And we're like, well, maybe I like it, maybe I don't. And if I don't like it, I just resell it. Right? That was the theory. And it happened. But like you can't just do that anymore. I know a lot of people would just return stuff as well. But it's like you can't just do whatever, you can't just take a couple $100 and make a couple $100. Right? I used to go like to stores on occasion and check their clearance because it's like, oh, we got this the last model in stock is 90% off because it's fucking taking up space in the warehouse. And oh my God, I paid, $10 for $100 thing or whatever. And you know what? I actually don't need it. So fuck it. I'm going to just sell it. Or I'll give it to my father or whatever, or my mother. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't really do that anymore. Nothing's on sale anymore. It's maybe on sale, but it's like back to pre. It's like the price was jacked up and now it's on sale for what was normal price. I don't know what I did to this dude's eye, but I don't like it. I'm gonna just redo it. I don't like this. Yeah, it's like I still have stuff to sell. I'm still gonna try to sell it, but I think I'm not really buying anything like I would before. Like before, I would like go and randomly just check like, oh, any sales here? Fuck it. And something else that would also generally work would be like, well, watches or knives, right? People collect them. People like them. Crazy. But people collect them, and a lot of times they generally just wouldn't care if it like a lot of people do care if it's new, but like generally they would either not care or either expect a discount or hope they're paying close to retail. For example, do I have it? I think I've shown it on stream before. I haven't worn this in a while. Um, this is the Studio Underdog Watermelon. These were weirdly, they would like sell out whenever this company would get them in. And I kind of liked it, so I bought a used one on eBay for less than retail. The brand didn't really pop off, but they ended up like kind of going viral. And these are worth about, well, it's been a while since I checked because I actually do like this watch. But I knew that they went for around what I paid used, so I'm like, fuck it, why not? I like it. I don't even think I had the one I'm wearing at the time. I was like, I think I paid like 400-ish for it. I believe, you know what? Let's check. Last time I checked, it was worth about $1,000. Um, but you know what I mean? Like they went up, and so it's like maybe I should sell it. But I don't even know what it would be now. But like things like that happen all the time, right? You can buy it used, and it can go up because of virality, if you will. Um, Studio Underdog. Sure, the watermelon will just show. See, we got the avocado for about $1,000. The watermelon, new low price. So I'm guessing this is probably the lowest. Is 1050. So, yep, 1100, 1200 is the next. Okay. Yeah, so they're about 1050, which is I don't know what they cost now, but at the time, brand new, they were 545. So the way I saw it was I'm buying it like this company might not make it. I don't really know. I don't know what their margins are or anything, obviously, but it's like they're relatively new. They're not really being talked about too much at the time, so I'm like, fuck it. I like it. I think it's fun. Um, and so I just got it because I was like, I'm basically buying it at the cheapest it'll probably ever be, unless the fucking owner shoots someone, which actually still might make it go up in price. But you know what I mean? Like it's basically the lowest it's gonna be, like maybe a couple $100 because it is fun. There is like a small, like it wasn't viral, but there was like a small community around it. Well, it blew up and they started going even used for basically new prices, and then they started going for like 800-900, and then they started going for 1,000. And it looks like, I think probably 2 years ago is the last time I looked. So they still go for 1,000. Um, that could change at any moment though, but you know what I mean? Like people aren't in watch world aren't always paying that though, but they aren't always paying retail. They're sometimes paying more, right? Because the company that makes them isn't making them. They are making other models in other colors. And those are cool as well, but it just so happens that watermelon is a very desirable fruit. People like pink, people like green, they like the seeds, you know? I feel like I'm missing something here. All that was to say, like, I mean, part of this was like why I would, at the time, would justify buying stuff because I'm like, well, if I just buy it right, I should be able to make money if I ever decide to sell it. And that doesn't always work out for a lot of reasons. One of the biggest ones being you're not in control of the economy. Um, the type of person who would buy that probably isn't buying that right now, right? It's a roughly $500 watch for, nearly twice that. And, the type of person that who would maybe like that could afford it, but they can also just afford something else that's like same vibe. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would I buy that? Why does this just not feel like I'm able to do this right now? Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not capturing this at all, and it's really making me mad. I think I need to maybe zoom in. All right. All right, let's just leave that for a second here. Let's work on it. I mean, that's just kind of the way I worked for a while because I would sell like whatever my father would sell because I was doing his work for him. And I was like, well, fuck it. I have to do his work anyway because he's injured and he can't do his own shit. I might as well do it, but he doesn't listen to me. But I lost money every year I did that because he pays someone to do his taxes, and I, of course, didn't. And so I realized that. And I don't know why you won't listen, but point there being, I kind of just started. I convinced myself that, well, shit, I like these things. I'd like to collect these things. I will sell these things that I like and collect instead of whatever it is. And since I'm already like shipping other shit out, I'll do this. And it'll also give me the opportunity to maybe own some of the ones that I like and, you know, You convince yourself that that's smart, but it probably isn't. Because you get left, owning a bunch of maybe you only paid $5 for them, but a bunch of Timex. You're not gonna wear all the same model or something, right? And people aren't even buying Timex, right? Because they want it even cheaper. And yeah, I bought five. I went out and got them for clearance, $5 a pop or something, and put them on for $30. And guess what? After $7 of shipping and $8 of eBay fees, right? It's what are we at, $20? I maybe make $10 if I'm lucky. That's if it's going somewhere close. I think it might be more expensive to ship it elsewhere. Okay. This isn't that bad, weirdly enough, but it's too big. It's somehow too big and too small at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. And this is why you don't go into business. It's not worth it. How did I don't understand, because like this, I don't feel like I can shrink this anymore, but it just isn't small enough. Is that about good enough? I think I might just send it on that because we are so scuffed, bro. Shit's so scuffed. I've already been working on this for like a fucking hour and it's like our worst one yet. How is that possible? It's like our longest time working on it and our worst one yet. Dude, I just do not know what I'm doing. It's always so unsatisfying to draw because I have something in my head. Like I can visualize it flawlessly, you know? Like I know what needs to be done. I know everything about it. I know the theory behind it. I just can't do it. I don't I can't. I can't do it. What? What did I do? Okay, I see. I see. That like that. This like that. Take that, Chrome Dome. I do not feel like I was holding control there, but guess I was. I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, we got this side working a little better. Just a little bit. That doesn't seem right, does it? Fuck, I have to draw another ear. No. Oh, I gotta draw another ear. I gotta do the neck. How am I this far behind? We did yap about two things, I guess. I tried to keep it brief. I feel like I could talk about this shit like all fucking day. So I like tried not to. Um, get it out of sight. Is it on my belt? I don't know. Is it? Who knows? Fucking shiv your ass. No, I kind of don't want it on my belt because I think I'm gonna get up again and then I'm gonna forget and then I'm gonna fucking. It's not a big deal, but I'm gonna like I'm gonna take off my belt or something and fucking forget it's on there and not be able to find it because I'm gonna just grab a different belt and then I'll be like, well, where the fuck am I? Because I'm a fucking moron. Okay. All right. Take a second. Let's take stock. Let's take stock. Big issue, right? Lopsided as a motherfucker. Big issue. Inconsistent sizing, right? This eye is way bigger, that eye is way smaller. This part of the head is way bigger. This part of the jaw was way bigger. We did fix it, but it's still bigger here, which is weird. Um, we just feel off about this whole situation. I kind of feel like maybe I should just like tilt the whole canvas. What if I just did that? Ooh, I don't like that. I don't even know what that was. I just wanted to see, and I don't know? All right, let's clean this up because I don't think this is right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. What the fuck is this song? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Feels somehow too short and too fat. So let's go ahead and maybe try and tuck bro in. That one also feels too fat, but like I am struggling so much with this. I think we might just copy paste the ear. Okay. So let's put that like that. Pull that. Put like that. Then come out like that. I don't like that. We just gotta come down and loop it in. And then we kind of do that. And a 1, and a 2, and a baby on board. Come on, man. Let's shrink Brozo here. What? Damn, you don't gotta do me like that, Krita. Fucking telling me it's that fucking crooked? Fuck off, bro. Get off me. Well, you cunt. You cunt. Boy, cunt. Okay. So let's hit him with it. Just a little bit. You know I had to do it to him. Okay, get a little bit of that. 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 Huh? Huh? Now it's a JoJo character. You're welcome. I know how you JoJoians think. JoJoians? You're Joey Wheelians? I hope you have a really good time. Uh-huh. 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 That was pretty funny, though. Like, you actually have to admit that. Because if you don't... If you don't... If you don't... Actually fucking goated neck. Not even fucking with you. I killed that shit. I call me queen because we just fucking slayed. Shit, I should have said call me Freddie Mercury because I'm my spine twist on that. Well, let me watch the playback. It did. It's fine. It's a medical condition. Okay. Why is my spine doing that? Bro. I think that's the only problem with this tracking system. It aims to track the face. So it gets only my upper half. So it's not doing the hips. And you know these hips don't lie, right? Like I'm on tonight. Dude, that was good. Come on. Somebody give that to me, please. Nobody's here, but somebody give that to me, please. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. This might be our longest sketch at this point. Like in a while. Not ideal. Oh, brother. Okay. Let's do some lart. Maybe we can clean this up with the lart. What do we think? Praise be to PCAT. Save me from these demons. It's me. I'm the demons. Okay. I believe we didn't do the initial part because we had it on a different light source angle that wasn't showing it. So I just went ahead and did it. Feel like it's winged enough, right? We'll just say that bro got a crookie nose, alright? Is everyone cool with that? I just realized it says blinking head. It says head. Should I put links to these in the stream, in the VODs from now on? Maybe I should do that. Put like a resources used section. Maybe I should have done that the whole time and like linked to tweets or whatever I used. You know, I regret not doing that. Thank you to the people we have exploited along the way. Thank you to our Lord and Savior, PCAT. Do I like their name because it's cat? Find out in the next episode. Yes, that's it. That's the only reason I watch their videos. I admit it. I like cats. Literally don't care how good or bad of an artist they are. It's just about the cat. It always has been. It's like that astronaut meme. You mean to tell me he decides his entire artistic career, if you can call it this, on whether or not the person's, like, you know what I mean? Like, his entire artistic lesson is based on whether or not they're cat related? What are you saying? No, it can't be. Always has been. Every decision I make is about cats. 500 years from now, when there's nothing left, it will just be me and cats. What will you have then, Mark? Bro, that's so goated, I can't replicate it even by tracing it. How am I this good? I'm so ass. It took me an hour to draw this. Actually fucking dog shit. What's that part of the lip called? It has a name, right? Because isn't there a very unfortunate genetic disorder? Is it cleft palate, right? That, so what's the name? Is that the cleft? Cleft? Is there a T? Cleft palate. Congenital opening in the root. Okay, so that was, I thought that was, okay. Cleft lip. Okay. So cleft is the opening part. So the palate is when it's part of the palate on your mouth. All right, so that makes more sense. So it's just lip then? I believe there's, if you are fortunate enough to live in a part of the world that can do stuff about this, I believe there is surgery that can remedy this quite safely. It's just, you know, of course, on an infant, so very unfortunate. Oh boy. So I guess it is. What is that thing called on the lip? Does that not have a name? Can't believe I'm about to search lip anatomy. It's called a philtrum. I guess that's where the philtrumites are from. Come on. It's funny. So laugh. Please, please clap. Please clap them cheeks together for me. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's do that. Let's get right into the lines. Bro is high as fuck. You see this shit? You see the size of that chicken? Ba da ba 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 da bum da 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 dum. Fuck are you? You're probably wondering why I've been doing this face on. I thought you'd know by now. That's not your fault. You'll find out soon enough. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Be-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I swear to God, I fucking lifted there. I don't know why that counted as one goddamn thing. Scoop doop 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 doop. Ba-ba-da-bum. Bum-ba-dum-bum, bum, 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 ba-dum-bum. Okay. I think it mostly for me. I don't know about other people. For me, it's like here. Like I don't really feel like I'm getting arm pains anywhere else. It's just kind of like hand. It's I don't know what to say. It's more like surface issue for this, and then like right here, I guess like I just feel like it's too tense. I think it's because I'm gripping it, you know? Call me Dr. Disrespect because I'm gripping it. Who did he said that to a minor, right? That's what he got caught for? Got kicked off of Twitch for? Messaging that to a minor? Sexting, I think, in Twitch chat, like the DMs, Twitch DMs. Truly crazy. Like, bro. Dude, dude, dude. Okay. We are gonna cook tonight. I want to have it all. In the darkness. No place I'd rather be. Fuck that kiss. God damn it. I know it's Kiss. I love that song. Always has been. Always will be. When I finally get to piano shit, that's gotta be the first song, like, for me that I learn. I know I'm gonna be like a long way off of that, and I'm gonna have to like learn scales and all this shit. I just love that song. Bro, you're all type of fucked up, huh? Ugh. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. You didn't deserve that, little bro. Oh no, it's so. Oh fuck. What did we do to our boy? Shh. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine. Okay. Just doing a little surgery. Just gonna reattach the eye is all. It's not, or the ear is all. It's not gonna. It's not even. You're not even gonna feel it. Okay. Just don't even worry about it. When you wake up, it's gonna be like you always had your ear here. Okay. Might affect your hearing, and you may receive rectal bleeding. All part of the process. You know what I mean? We're gonna have fun. I mean, thank you. All right. So, still super off. Still looks like ass. Fucking hate it here. Drink some water. All right. So let's take a second. What is wrong with this? Mismatch eyes. Which one's right? I don't really know. I actually kind of feel like the right one maybe is a little better sized for the rest of the proportions. I feel like this is just like dented in here and it's just like not here, but I mean, if I go and try and fix this, does that even do anything for me? Not really, right? Actually, that kind of cleans it a little bit. Not a lot, but it helps. Okay, we can maybe clean this up right here. So bring that down, and then bring that down. It's not right, but it is what it is. Enjoy that. Ultimately, it suffers from a lot of our usual issues, right? Perspective just doesn't really come off on the sides here, right? It doesn't really come off. Um, the what is that fucking word? perspective, the proportion, there we go. Proportions are pretty off. It suffers from our usual, instead of straight up and down, we've kind of done it like that. I know that's exaggerated, but you know what I mean? Like, we don't have it right. We're suffering from a lot of shit, apparently. Okay. I would like to try this. Wait, hold on, actually, hold on. Delete that. So this is that. So do I have... No, I don't have that option, really? Okay, let's just add a layer then. How can I change this? No, properties. Okay, here it is. I think this is what I want. And then if I put this behind that, and then I just pick a little bit of a gray. So first off, just do a little bit of testing. Okay, so that doesn't lock it in. That's okay. That's okay. So I think what I want to do for this one is probably not that. Will it work if I do it this way? No. Okay. What if I do this? Go to this. Go to this. Go to this. Go to that. No, I can't. What can I? Hold on. So now... There we go. Merge with layer below. So now I should be able to do that on here. And then we'll just grade these all out. This is kind of a too dark of a gray, isn't it? Okay, so this is something we learned from our goat PCAT, I think. I'm probably not really applying it perfectly or even particularly well. But I believe the goal is to, instead of doing like different opacities and like changing per thing value precisely exactly every single time, I think the goal is to, guess those weren't sealed in, is to get a base layer of like your colors. In this case, we're just using gray, but like, let's say it would be whatever your skin color is, brown or, you know, peach or whatever, right? And then wearing a black t-shirt, so there'd be black, or a red t-shirt, and then that'll be red. Black hair, that'll be black, whatever, right? So you get those base layers down. So this is very much a test for me, by the way, but you get those layers down, or colors down in one layer, and I believe we now need to add another layer that is also multiply, I think. I believe she used two things. One was like multiply, and then another one was like something else. I can't remember it. But that was also for a slightly different technique. So now we basically do another layer, and technically in theory you can do as many as you want. I'm probably going to do one now for dark and one for light, but what I should be able to do, I should have used the lighter gray. What I should be able to do is, so let's say I take that, oh fuck, let's say I take that, it should blend this relatively well. Oh, that's like, I don't even know what the hell that did. Did that just undo the multiply change? Hold on. I think that just undid it. Yep. Okay. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Now, of course, you could change the opacity of a layer and all that. So now I should be able to, let's just increase this for the show. Yeah, so this is doing how I would do it before, where like, what I did was I did the base layer as, let's say it was skin, it was peach, and what I would do is do that at like 50% opacity, and then I'd have 100% opacity like line art below it that also like just kind of traced around. Um, this is fine over. I could do it under. I could continue that strat. That's not like a terrible strat as far as I'm aware. I just I feel like it, call me crazy. I feel like there's some intelligence behind doing it this way, because if I'm learning from this person against their will, uh, I should probably just use their methods, right? Because then I'll know what they're talking about instead of being like, what the fuck did they just say? Like, what am I supposed to go do? You know, as you did in what video? But if I do it and I just know, then I don't have to worry about that. So the hope here is to be able to successfully get better at shading. Um, this isn't this is like beginner stuff though. You know what I mean? Okay. So if I do that there, okay, so that is a little lighter. I am gonna have to go in and erase stuff. That's right. That's why I did this. You finally learned. I wanted to try shading by hand for the most part. I think for this in particular, it's just not necessary. Um, but I think it's good to practice it because for one, I'm already seeing problems with myself over it, right? We're retracing over stuff. I think it might be beneficial for me to not use a, I think this brush might have some sort of native multiply to it. I should probably not be using that. Um, but I am, and we're gonna stick with it just because I'm lazy and this is practice. And should I practice right? Absolutely, you always should. But I'm an idiot. So you just do as I say, not as I do. So I think this should maybe be like one shade darker. Right? This would have been simple enough to just paint bucket tool. And then maybe instead of, yeah, like paint bucket tool all of it to like a general shade, and then change it. That's what I should have done. Sorry. Let's test. That's right. We're not on that type of layer. That's why we didn't paint bucket tool. Shit, I'm an idiot. Hold on. Okay, I might come back through with a little, what is that thing called? Blendy brush. Because it's looking kind of creamy in a bad way here, you know what I mean? I feel like I gotta fix this now. Was it, this was the one, right? So this will hopefully, didn't, maybe shrink it. Nope. I don't know what it is. I just can't, I can't seem to be satisfied with that. Let's, if I just increase the size, would that make it easier? That in fact will make it easier. And then we just do it a little bit darker at the tip here. And one more. And now we'll blend brush so that it's like kind of less harsh. It's a bit better. Not really much, but I know it's easier to look at, but I don't really feel like I like this. I don't know how to put it other than that. I guess this is where maybe just like copying this and then pasting it would come in. Or no, How would you copy and paste the line art of this? So that, hold on. Control C, Control V. Let me test something real quick. So we're on that one. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. What if I select a Dico? Let me just... We'll test with this so we know. Okay. Selection, invert. Do we not have black selected? We do. Why isn't this working? Oh, wait. There we go. So if I do that, I don't have to worry about the bleed over on the lines, right? Now, obviously, I don't want that right now. What I do want is for it to be white. So now we go back to this one with the skin layer, if you will. We're only doing one for now. In the future, I'll probably do like base layer, then light layer, and then dark layer for shading and coloration. But this should, in theory, I mean, I guess I could do this actually. I could just leave this and then select, re-invert the selection. And then just like send it. I could just do this. I didn't think about that. I kind of forgot this tool worked like that. It's been so long since we've done the eyes. I think we're the last thing I did like that. I could do that for each section, and that would be wise. Why does it feel like there's something in my fucking eye? I don't like that. Feels like something just like stung it or bit it. Jesus. Most unpleasant, my friends. Okay. Okay. All right. We gotta get this going. Here's what I'll say. It's actually like really satisfying to do it like this, but at the same time it's unsatisfying, but that's mostly because I'm just not very good at it, and it is quite time consuming. I think I'm going to struggle to do this during morning streams when it comes time to stuff. We're definitely going to be working on things though that's like one day will maybe be sketch and line art, next day will maybe be just this. Like, that's the hope, anyway. I feel like I'm gonna get distracted as fuck, though. Alright, let's do some white. Let's see how bad white looks on this. Not too bad. I'm noticing some leaks. Something we'll have to maybe work on. If I do this... Okay, so that's too much, so I would have to opacitize this. Or, hold on. If I do that... Oh no. Oh, I just realized what I did. That's okay. I was wondering why it felt like it was suddenly blending so much better. Shoot. Alright, alright. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just get back to it, you know? Okay, this one needs to be on this layer, apparently. Or did I fuck it up and remove the multiply? That actually might just be it. I might have fucked up and removed multiply at some point. What I need to do right now, well, probably not right now, but what I need to do in the near future is I need to set it up so that my brushes can be static. I need to set up so that whatever size I set it to is the size it's going to be. No more of this like guessing game pressure shit. This is where what the fuck, what was I gonna say? Sorry, I got distracted by how far up I needed to go, and I was like, wait, am I doing this? This is where, fuck it. At some point, that thought may return, and I apologize when it does, or if it does. I feel like I was gonna talk about layers and where naming and planning comes in, but I don't know. I feel like I don't want to talk about that, so I feel like I messed up. God, this looks fucking terrible. I do feel like we have reached a point where we're at like a crossroads of fun and tedium. Like this is where your attention will start to fail you. If you're, you know, not okay with waiting for like the bigger picture to come about. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize how bad that was. Man. Um but yeah, if you're not like ready for the bigger picture, if you're not waiting, if you can't picture it, it's not going to come, right? Like you're going to start your sketch, move on to your drawing, and then you're going to be like, "Bro, I'm done. Like I can't keep going." I feel like I'm still going to have a hugely difficult time um when it finally comes time to do the when it comes time to do like the real color picking. Like here we just picked a random gray and already it's wrong, right? Like it's already just off. But we just picked a random gray, right? When we finally get to like actually, trying to pick whatever color we feel like something should be, we're in so much trouble because I just don't know. Like even if I know, okay, this is orange, which one? You know? I don't feel like I'm gonna be capable of picking that in a meaningful or enjoyable way. I need this to be a little darker here. Alright, that looks fucking terrible. It's interesting. I'm not really seeing that much of that weird white smear that we usually get when we use this brush close to picked lines. I just got some and that reminded me that we should have gotten more, right? Okay. So it's ass, but it's our ass. I feel like the eyes need to be a little lighter. Okay, let's deselect. I'd say we're officially cooked. What do we think? It only took us 2 hours to make the exact same thing. It's like slightly more detailed, but in like no meaningful way. I don't know. There's something I like about it better, but also less. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is not great in terms of the proportions and the perspective we pulled off. The shading, like, it adds something for me that the other, like, block shading doesn't, but at the same time, because I'm not good at it, it's like not, it's not like good. It's just like, I like the direction it's going. It's just I don't have the skill to go there. I am curious if I pull this over like I usually do to draw like another thing on this page, do we think that it's gonna like what's gonna happen with that all white background? Yeah. All right. Put some stuff on the old lippies. Let's get back to it. We got work to do, boys. So if I do that, And we can hide that. I really fucked that up, didn't I? I'm sorry. Well, we gotta get better at that. That's why you should name your layers. And I mean, honestly, even when I name them, I fucking forget. I feel like I keep saying this. I need like a fucking 40-inch one so that I can have like the entire side of my screen be this while still having a ton of space for this. Oh, brother. Okay. We're gonna do another angle. Bro, you can hang out here. Holy shit, look at the schnoz on this fella, huh? You look like me for real. Okay. I'm gonna leave the light in the same spot. What do we think? Alright, let's actually name this. Okay. We are now switching to paintbrush. We are switching to random pencil tool. We are switching. Okay. What do we think, too? Thank you. Alright, what the fuck is this? Where do we go from here? Where do we go from? Where do we go? What the fuck do I do? I'm about to lose it. I don't know about you. Goodness gracious, ass bodacious. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? I don't know how about you. Do 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 do. Why am I singing Christmas shit? I'm fucking Jewish. What am I doing? What's bro cooking up over here? Hold on. Okay. I kind of lost myself for a second there. I have to zoom in on this. Okay. Why does that nose seem so fucking big? What's bro up to? What am I sniffing? Okay. 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 Too big that way, too small that way. Or, you know, I can just try and scale it. Okay. Sorry, I hit the mic. We just gotta stop. We need to stop and start over. So, what happened was we did all of this from here. So this is at like a larger scale, but not large enough. I think we're okay. So if I do this like that, and then this like that, we should have one like that. It's a bit much, really. Let me closer to that. And we should come down like that. Come out, and then up. Now we should go like that. Go like that. Go like that. Go like that. And then like that. And then like that. Okay. That should hopefully help keep us a little more grounded for a lot of this. Let's just wait on that. Down. Down. No. Down, down. 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 Where's my phone going off? This better be fucking something. Ah, yes, Void Train is on sale on my Steam wishlist. Again. I do kind of want the game, but come on, man. Let's relax. It's kind of like a fucking this is a millennial fidget spinner. You just kind of pick them up. I actually maintain that it's very like therapeutic. Hold on, let me get one. We'll go with this. Very therapeutic to fuck with knives, like folding knives. I mean, albeit maybe a little dangerous. Just cut the glove because I'm not used to wearing gloves like this with them. Um, but like just kind of messing around with them, especially like a good one that's like very smooth, like this one. You know, some of them have like really satisfying sounds as well. Obviously, it's not a toy, but like sometimes I just find myself doing that, like while I'm like reading something or like thinking about something, you know. Um, Obviously works with like any deployment type. We'll pick one here that's got two types for us: top flipper and thumb studs. That was a thumb hole. Hold on, can you hear it? Hold on, what's the most satisfying? Oh, I think I sold that one. Thankfully, thankfully. Most satisfying sounding one. Can you see me over here? Bro, what? All right. Thankfully, I seem to have sold. I do recall selling it, but I have sold probably one of the most satisfying ones. But this one is pretty satisfying sounding. Very smooth. Very likely to cut myself with it. It's just so satisfying. I don't know. Anyway, let's stop fucking around. I could have swore I did have a different one that was a lot cheaper and surprisingly very satisfying. Wait, is it? Hold on. Very satisfying feeling as well. Um, any of these? I don't think so. These all have that, like. Okay. What does that sound? This is now an ASMR channel. Enjoy. I can't imagine how many people have left the fucking stream by that. And by how many people, I mean none. Nobody was here. It's just me. Just me. Alright. We gotta stop, though. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes you just kind of need a break from whatever you're doing. Because I feel like this was not working. Whatever I was doing here just wasn't working. I think we've, like, found ourselves here. Not like in a... Not that there's anything wrong with... Not like in a gay way. But not that... There's nothing wrong with that. But we didn't find ourselves. I've been found and I'm straight. But I don't know, why does that phrase sound like I'm coming out? We found ourselves. I had to reorient myself. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold. Please go away. Thank you. I actually should probably kill that moth. I was thinking I would, after the stream, get it out of here, but I'm probably gonna forget. And I don't know that that's necessarily the type of moth that will fuck with my clothes and whatnot. But I probably don't want it around here. I think realistically, the biggest danger is my cat's gonna chase it. And that's gonna be disastrous. For reasons unimaginable to those with no imagination. Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure inebriation. Dun, dun. I think I might just run with it because I am having a really hard time with this. I really don't like how this looks. I just don't think I can do any better because that was tough. I don't know how to explain it, but this is so difficult for me. It's so strange to have it right in your face, right? Like to know what it is to do. I have it here. I just can't do it. Could I just take a screenshot and trace over it and then like put in the shading and it would probably look better than anything I'm doing by like eyeballing it here? Yeah, probably, but I just don't feel like that will teach me anything. But maybe nothing can teach me. Maybe I'm just not good enough for this, bro. Like, kind of want to give up, but we're not there yet. But I don't know. I feel like I'm already struggling this much, and we're probably not going to make the deadline for the thing we want to do, which is fine. But like, I'm thinking like the next steps are just harder and harder. Like this started out as fun sketches, and this isn't fun. This is just like pain and suffering. All right. Pain and suffering. So tough. Like, I think I just spent like, what, 40 minutes, like, just right here, right? I don't know. It feels like it. I don't know how long I spent there, but it just feels like I just lost half my life on that. I'm I'm fucking like gonna crash out. I think I maybe need to. No, maybe shading will help. Maybe shading will help. Let's hold off. It's so crazy. I swear to you, that was like a half a second in my head. Like that was perfect in my head, but I just didn't do it. It's not long enough. I don't feel like it's. I feel like it's both too long and not long enough. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's too long. It's too long. That's too long over there then. I feel like that's too much. Still feels like too much, doesn't it? I'm gonna leave it. I don't know, man. I'm struggling. Where's P-Cat when you need her, bro? Save me, P-Cat. You're my only hope. All right, look. All right. Okay. That's not an eyelid. I said it. I said it. That I know we're a 2D boy right now. Fleshy fun bag me. Okay, it sounds like I'm talking about tits. I don't have to, well, arguable whether or not I have tits. I might be on the, the fat side. I don't know, but that's not what my eyelid looks like. Swear to God, that shit is not 3/8. That's fucking thicker than my knife, bro. Like, are you kidding me? What? There's no shot your eyelids are that thick, bro. What? Okay. All right. We're gonna copy them. We're gonna copy them. This proportion problem isn't my fault this time. Swear. I swear to you. That's not what an eyelid look like. My eyelid is not like that. Mine is like maybe Like maybe that thick. Do I have thin skin? Bro, what's wrong with my eyelids? Is it me? Am I the problem? What do we do? All right. The first things first, I'm the realist. Um, oh no. Wait. Wait. Okay. I think I finally know why that felt so wrong. Why this felt so wrong. There we go. We did it. We did it. Praise the Lord. Who's Lord? I don't fucking care. Somebody's. Okay. Let's draw this motherfucker's weird ass gigalids. Shit. God damn. What is that? Don't. I don't know, man. This is hard because there's like a lot of shading in here that's like really selling the 3D for me. I just don't know. Something to keep in mind is this is like a 3D render, right? This is 3D on a 2D space, right? Like this is like I don't know what it is, Unreal Engine or a Unity asset or something, right? This is like a 3D model that I'm drawing in 2D to try and make look 3D. Right? This is like several steps too advanced for us. But we're trying, man. We're trying and we're soon to be motherfucking crying. This shit is weak. My will to live is weak, but my semen is strong. So don't let me catch you in that song. Alright, let's go. Call me a rap god. Because I double rap it. On God. Okay. I'm fucking tweaking out, bro. You're gonna hear me tweak out. Do, 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 do. Bro got the double chin. Bro got the double chin. Okay. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-dum-pum-pum. Why does this kind of look like angry Saitama? Like at a glance. Bro, what are you saying? All bald men look the same? Yes. I swear to God, I've seen one bald man in my life. He's an astronaut. He's a firefighter. He's my plumber. It's always the same guy, I swear to you. My wife loves the guy. I've never been married. Okay. But my neighbor's wife loves him. That reminds me, I gotta take my neighbor's wife for a walk. But I lost her leash. Let's just hold off on that. Okay. Is there any more I can do? Bro, got the weakest fucking chin of all time. Are you kidding me, bro? Bro! Bro! Alright, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. Bro's chin needs to... I need to help him. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. What I do need to do, I think... Well, actually, do I need to do that? I feel like I need to move this eye up. But I also feel like I don't need to move this eye up. I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's going like this when it should be going like this. I don't know how to explain it. I think that's it. I don't know if it helped tremendously, but I feel like that just helped a little bit. I think that's... We're gonna look... We're gonna cook with that. We're gonna work with that. We're gonna... That's the look. Jaw's a little weak still. It still feels like to me it's going like that here and then like that there. The flow's off, but we got work to do. I hope I don't regret this. You know, I don't really feel like I see this. I almost feel like this is just like straight up and then like across. And this one kind of like comes up a little bit to meet it. This kind of comes up. You know, I kind of thought that was going to be enough space, but I guess I was wrong. This is tough. This is really tough for me. Other people probably no problem. For me, this is like devastatingly difficult. Okay. Just bottom of the nose. There it is. Oh, that's too small, isn't it? Okay. Is it too small or is this too big? Maybe that was the case. It might be the case. Hold on. What if I come out a little bit and then come out and then kind of come back in? I think that's it. I think that's okay. It's okay. That might be too small here. I think that's what's going on. We just got to get the shapes right. Yeah. This is a lot smaller. Okay. Let's take a look. Can we work on this. So we're like that. So we are too thick on the neck, which is weird because I feel like we're not. I think we're too thin on the neck. I think we're too thin. For the record, I think we're too thin. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Come on. Ears too small. Ears too small, but we're gonna run with it for now because I just don't have the skill for this. We gotta make do. We gotta be like a country girl and make do. Okay? Should be just a little bit under that. Country girls make do. Hold on. I think we can do this. Okay. This does feel a little off, but we're not really at the skill level where we can contend with any of that, so who cares? Okay, so let's fix this though. Man, this is rough. Can this only be portrayed with shadow? Is that the problem? No, wait. I think I have an idea. I have an idea. Too much? Better? There we go. It's a little better. It's not good, but it's a little better. Let's go ahead. And try and seal these off generally. And let's shrink this again because we have to. Okay. So, hit him with it. 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 Hit him with it, I think. I'm kind of winging this just a smidge because I have a little more detail. Just a little more. Okay. Let's take a second. Are we missing anything extremely major? Yes. It's fine. It's fine. We're not even at LART stage. This is just a sketch. Okay. Now, let me stand up, get a bird's eye view. I still think the eye's a little low, and that side of the head is maybe a little tall. I think maybe I can shrink it. Should we shrink it? I think it's too tall. This eye's a little too low, right? There's too much forehead here, and it doesn't come far enough back, and I think this ear is too small. Bro's got a really weak ass chin, too. Okay. So let's see if we can't do anything about this. This is risky as all hell. What is going on? Hold on. All right, so top lip, lip part, bottom lip, bottom of the bottom. Okay. Think we might finally have it here. So bottom of the bottom. So that needs to come out like that a little bit. Come in, come down. Sorry, come down. Hit it with the triangle. No, wait, hold on. Hit that with the triangle. Bro, what am I doing? What is this? I don't understand what I'm looking at anymore. So this needs to go like this while simultaneously going like that. That. So now that needs to come down like that and then like that. But that doesn't look right. It needs to be more like that. But that doesn't look right. What am I doing? I feel like it was good enough before and I fucked it up. This is too big now. Sorry. There's like just something off about this. I can't This, I think what it is it just looks too flat. So it's really just absolutely throwing me off. Hold on. What if I just do this, and then like that, and then like that, and then I just do this, and then cut that down a little bit. Then I hit that, and I hit that. What if this one's the problem? What if the problem was never the far one? I don't know. I think I'm gonna give up on this. I just cannot. I'm real close to giving up. I'm so lost. Okay. This needs to come out to here. Please. Holy shit, I've just pressed Control Z 3 times. God, now I really am not in it. Okay. So that needs to come out and in more. And I think that will hopefully... This isn't good. I don't want this. I don't know how to change this. I don't know how to fix this. I think it's just too small. I think we fucked up. Yeah, that's what it is. That's why it looks like it's such a weak chin. The lip is just too fucking small. It's over. It's ruined. I can't fix this. I think we just have to start over. Damn. Man, it's so frustrating. It's one of those things that you make a cascading mistake, right? It's one mistake, but it's like foundational. So it's just, you can't come back from this. sad. Put so much fucking effort into this. Looks fucking terrible, bro. All right. So bad, bro. I'm gonna skip out on trying to fix the head. I feel like I just made the chin worse. At least before it felt proportionate. Now it's just like the chin is tiny. Looking for some. There it is. You like that? Satisfying, right? This is the drop buck. Buck? I think it's the buck. BUC. I'm pretty sure I got this one on like full clearance. It was COVID. The company, so drop had just transitioned to drop. and stopped selling knives, um, like right after. So this was like a mass drop collab, and I believe they sold all of their rights to a company called Caviso, and they were just like clearing these out because they were getting rid of them. They now sell a couple of things that were dropped before under Caviso exclusives. Although they do have a handful of drop exclusives in, they're not as cheap as they once were, but they're still pretty good prices for the thing. Most of them are made by either Riot or Wee Knives. I think the TJ Shorts one is made by Millet. There might be a couple of Millet made ones. Millet is a manufacturer in US. Riot and we are manufacturers in China. All pretty solid. This is a Wee knife, I believe. This one is a Ferrum Forge collab. Really, really interesting designs. I I don't know. I just like I was looking at this and I'm just like, this is so ass. And so I just turned around and then I just saw the drawer this was in. I was like, oh, that one's satisfying. We were talking about that earlier. I don't know. I just like I feel like this has been a nightmare for us. Um, if you're wondering, I believe maybe a different one I have is all fucked up. It might be the Falcon. I don't know. All right, let's do a fucking alert. Bro, can you believe I named this sketch as if we would do anything beyond sketch? Jesus. All right. Okay. It's a whim away, 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 a whim away. Why is the back of my leg itch? I do not much care. Why do I sound like Tommy Lee Jones? I'm about to go hunt some aliens. Is that just in my head? I don't know. Is he still around? I think bro's still. My bad. I don't know what I pressed. That's on me. This is gonna get real sloppy around well actually the whole thing's sloppy. But around the eyes especially because there's a lot of like close lines that just can't handle the thickness. But I'm too lazy to switch, so enjoy. Damn it, that was kind of clean until I fucked it up. I feel like I always do that. I'm like, oh, it's clean. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. I'll keep going. And then I choke. Ba, 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 bum. The Best part about this is I don't have to change any of the stream settings for tomorrow morning's art stream, because I am probably going to do an art one in the morning. Hopefully. Hopefully. Should have time. Don't think there won't be time. In which case there won't be. But usually I have to change the tracking camera, the angle correction, because this one's up here. Normally there's one down here for the other setup, right? I really should just... God, it would be so much... It's funny. It would be so much easier if I just set up this properly. If you're wondering why I haven't, it's because I have to put my stream key into this one. And I am just really too lazy to do that. So what I did was I cloned my... This is actually the... No. Yes, I cloned the other drive that's in there onto here so that I would have most of my stuff. But unfortunately, Microsoft disabled Windows 10 keys. So this actually, you might be able to see it right here. It says activate Windows. So this is Windows 10. I'm on Windows 10 Pro on all of my systems, actually. Unfortunately, they disabled the keys. So I have Windows 10 Pro keys. I just can't use them anymore because they don't want you on Windows 10 anymore. So I can't like activate it. It just tells me my key is invalid. Basically, I just didn't really want the activate Windows thing coming up, which is why I've been neglecting it. I mean, I can see it right now. It's bottom right hand corner. You probably can't see it on stream because that one is an active Windows key because that is the original drive. It's actually a clone of the original drive that I then reactivated Windows on. But that was like a while ago. So that's like a... So this has, I think, 2 Samsung 2TB drives for its SSDs. That one, I think, has 1 WD Black 2TB. I got that way before. I got all of these like way cheaper. I think that one was $130. These were like, I think 90 something. And I think I have one more. And it's either in that system. Actually, no, it's in this other system here. That's one more Samsung. These are all Samsung pluses, 990 pluses or whatever, or pros or something. That one has a 4TB hard drive in it. This one I think has 2 2TB normal SSDs, not NVMe's. And then this other one down here has like... I don't fucking know. There's so many SSDs in there. Then I have like another thing that I was gonna set up as a NAS, and then I had another thing I was gonna set up as a NAS, and then I have like 3 22TB hard drive. Why are we talking about this? Move on. Anyway, the point is, I went to clone it, and I was like, okay, well, I know they're no longer supporting Windows, but I assumed they would let me just activate it with a key I had. Because I think after they stopped supporting 7, I was still able to put my 7 key in on an old system that I was like resetting up just to have just to see if it used. I think I ended up putting 10 on it later anyway though. But that did work. So that worked, and that was like probably a longer time between 7's release than 10's release. You know what I mean? From like cancellation. So I just assumed it would work, which is why I went with it. and it didn't. And the old key doesn't do it. Usually when you clone it, it does work, but I believe it didn't work because that is still an active system, the other one. And so like the clone worked, I never had to re-input the key. And so because it's like I would have that on while I'm setting this up, I assume it was just like, oh, this key's in use, this isn't active, and it just wouldn't let me do it. So I tried to put a different key in that I did have, that I actually got for that whole NAS box system that I was going to set up. Um, Basically, it was going to have dual boot. That and, what the fuck is it called? I forgot. I had like a weirdo me had a fucking post-it note because I learned the stuff from one of my bosses. Um, anyway, uh, I had like a list of stuff to set up like a home NAS, from him. I know there's tons of videos to look up, but you know, there's something about like somebody you know having a tried and true method that's like worth looking into, you know? Um, but yeah, this isn't active. So that PC there, the one just to the left of it is, and I didn't want it to show up on stream, and I just kept kind of putting it off because I don't want to update to 11. Um, I don't want it showing up. So I've just been doing it like this. So that's our normal, that's where we game normally. And I do have it set up so that I can actually stream from that and like do something from this, or do something for this and stream from that. It's just like switching an HDMI cable or two. So like if I wanted to say, let's say we started our morning stream and for some reason we just couldn't draw or didn't want to draw, I don't know, somebody stopped by and wanted to play a game, I'd just be able to turn that on and switch it, and the game would show up on this monitor instead of over there usually, and all that shit. Um, but yeah, we don't have active Windows, so I mean I do. Literally every other system is active. It's just not this one. Okay. So we have LART, Control C, Control V. Um, let's call this base color. We're gonna do, no, not white. We're gonna do, actually, let's do a lighter gray this time. Doesn't really feel much lighter. Let's zoom in. But yeah, if you're wondering why I've been too lazy to do it, and I basically have just been using this system as a fucking secondary monitor setup, that's it. This one is capable of playing games too. This is my old hardware. I basically got really lucky for once. Last time when I full built like my original PC, I got a good deal on everything but the RAM, which isn't even possible now. This time I basically paid the same amount for like the parts and like some new parts and some extra parts for like just the RAM and like a CPU basically. I think it was like $120 for an extra CPU and motherboard that was weirdly cheaper than buying um a new motherboard, because I had an old CPU since I upgraded one. But it was like weirdly cheaper, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just do that. And then I just so happened to get one that could work with that old CPU. And I had the extra RAM. I was going to use 16 of my 48 gigs from the other thing because I was like 32 is enough. But then I happened to come across another deal that was like, one was I think two 500 gigabyte SSDs, and each one came with I think 16 gigs of RAM or something. And so I bought that. Um, I think that was like $50, which is insane now, right? Because both of those are way more. I mean, this is DDR4 though, but still, even that's gone way up. And then it just so happened that this another motherboard came up with a RAM deal, so I ended up with like I think like 128 gigs of RAM and all this stuff for like maybe $300. When back in the day for 16 gigs of RAM, I had paid like 200 some odd bucks. It was crazy. It was total steal, really. Um, okay, so we're going to Control C and Control V, and then base shading. Now, RAM has gone way, way, way up. I can't even get more of the hard drives. Basically, if you're wondering why I have 322 terabytes, they were like crazy cheap. Um, and the buy limit at the time was 3, so it's just like, okay, I'll buy 3 now, and whenever that limit drops, I'll just buy more, right? And I'll have 622 terabytes. That'll be great for a NAS. You need even numbers. I could still do it with the 2 and then like 1 for like redundancy or something, or just use 1 as a backup drive for anything else. But it's ultimately like I I had like these plans, but they got eaten by fucking AI because you can't even get those drives anymore. But if you could, they'd be $600. When I think I paid like less than 200 for them, right? And then like 128 gigs of RAM right now is probably not DDR4, but like if you were building a system now, it'd probably be like $800, maybe more actually. Um, I think more. I think it's probably like 1200 actually. It fluctuates pretty quick, and all of those SSDs, probably a 2 terabytes like $200 right now. Crazy, crazy. You'd get maybe if you're lucky a 1 terabyte for 130, which is I think what I paid for my original 2 terabyte, and more than what I paid for my other 2 terabytes. And then I have some non NVMe's again that I paid fucking like $80 for. It's crazy. It's crazy out there, man. So I need to change some settings for bro. User, how about a shave? So if I do that, okay. Now we are on gray still. So what if I do that? That turns that into that. Do I need this as multiply as well? Do we know? Do we recall? If I change these around, so base color, base shading. We want shading below that, right? Why is that? Is it because this is multiplicative? Do I not need this as multiply? This is just color. What did I just do? Normal. Okay. So if I do that, what if I switch them around? Okay, so that does that. What did I do? How did I do this last time? So multiply seems to be working. Do I need this backwards? What the fuck am I cooking up here? How did I forget what I did? What if I do it this way? Does this help? I mean, I don't even need to do the layers like this, like that, then, you know? I don't know, bro. All right, let's just roll with it. Let's go ahead and freehand select and then go back. All right. Let's try to cook, bros. Oh, it's inverted. All right, let's invert it now. There we go. Thank you. I'm gonna pray that what I'm hoping I can do here happens to work. Yada da da. Yada da 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 da. Okay. Why does it only sometimes seem to like recognize my goal of not going between the lines, and then other times it's just like, fuck them lines, brother. You're done. You're done, son. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. You know what I mean? Sorry, we kind of just fucking lost our shit there. Sure, you understand. What am I missing? Ah, that's what we're missing. Should be fine. Okay, I think this is too big up here, but that's all right for now. As long as we know our mistakes, um, you know, hopefully we can learn from them. Okay. What am I missing? Okay. We're just going to switch to this then for a little bit. Maybe increase the size. Okay, it's doing that thing that we don't like that it does. It's not really a lot I can do about it, though. Wish it wouldn't do that. It would be so helpful if it didn't. I think that would probably be the best tool in the fucking world if it just worked. Fortunately, it doesn't tend to work. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I also really hate it, so I guess that doesn't really make it better, does it? How do I do white? I can't seem to get the white to work. Oh, oh, it's working. Okay. Weird. I think it's because I ended up darkening it somehow. Alright, so let's try and blend that better so there's like less harsh edges. Okay, I don't know how to get this to work though. If I just do, okay, I can just do a normal layer. Oh, what is this? Hold on, what is base shading? It is multiply. What if I change it to lighten? Hmm. Hmm. What if we do a lighten layer? And then we just... Okay, that kind of gives a washed out vibe. That's my only complaint about this so far. But we'll see. We'll see in a minute. Because we're going to try and blend it with nothing. I don't like it. Uh, what is this, 2? Save that as a ping. Select, deselect. Good practice for the shading. We still got to refine the fuck out of that, though. That ain't right. Really ain't right. Okay. We're at like 3 hours, 30 minutes of stream time. That's almost like twice what we usually get in for morning streams. I just want to take a second and look at it. I feel like we didn't do enough for that amount of time. Because like morning streams, we usually get in like at least one of these like grayscale ones now, and maybe like a speed sketch or even like a LART. Like we barely went beyond it. So like we basically only did maybe like 30% more on the second sketch, but with like an extra 2 hours to do it. And it didn't really come out particularly well. Let's go ahead and can I just like grab everything? I'd like to like recenter this a little bit if we can. Hopefully this works. There we go. Okay. Okay. It's a little better. Okay, so let's look. First off, I'm gonna say the second one came out actually kind of cleaner looking from a perspective standpoint. The ear's too small, the head's too high, the chin's too small, right? The eyes aren't perfect, but I feel like perspective wise, I think we did kind of capture that this is a side angle pretty well. I know that that's, you know, pretty subjective here, but I feel like it's just like a better overall representation of what we were going for. Whereas the face on one, I mean, it doesn't really look any better or worse than the one we did the other morning. And if anything, I guess maybe it's worse. And it's very lopsided, very unproportionate. I just don't really feel like it went that well. Now, neither one's shading technique is speaking out to me. If anything, the first one is better, but neither one's working too well. It's something I just got to refine. And I think that'll really help and come with better color. I got to figure out maybe the lightning. I guess what it is I got to just pick maybe sorry, the camera stopped tracking me. I got to pick maybe like, let's say it's a peach. I want to go darker. Black is fine, but if I want to go lighter, I gotta like, apparently white doesn't work, so I gotta pick like a lighter peach maybe would work. Or maybe I just gotta pick something that's like a color, it's like one color off, and then, so let's say it's, I want it to be a certain warmness, I gotta just pick that, like a color one tick off, normal shading, but then just go over the whole thing in white, and then kind of like erase out and kind of have a gradient. Maybe that's it. I don't really know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. Unfortunately, let me take off the glove so it tracks my hand better instead of making it look like I'm doing shit. Look at that. Look at those fingers. We got this fucking hand tracking for the piano shit, by the way, and we haven't even gotten to it. And my original plan was to do it starting actually at the same time. And I just was so overwhelmed with this. I'm just not good enough. So then I changed it. I was going to start it on my birthday. And I don't think we're going to get that. So I've just like kind of occasionally done drills on my own, but we're not really getting anywhere. And I wanted to do like anywhere on stream if we were gonna get somewhere. I don't know what to do about it. Um, so I'm thinking maybe we just keep going with this. We hopefully, at the very least, put in effort to see how far we can get with the project. And once this project's over, maybe we change focus for a little bit and go to the whatchamacallit. Oh shit, I think my camera just zoomed in. Hey, there we go. That should help me. That should help. Hey, you. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yay, yay. All right, all right, all right. Let's relax. Let's relax. Um. Anyway, perspective wise, I'm gonna say progress. Shading wise, we've made. Here's how I'll put it. Shading wise, we were in the kiddie pool before. Um, Today we stepped into the real pool. We're not in the deep end yet, but shading wise, we stepped into the real pool and like we made a little progress. It's not good, let's be honest, but it's better than just what we were doing where we just paint bucketed in like each panel as if it was whatever it was supposed to be. Because I just feel like that's not going to serve us when it finally comes time to like actually draw anything, right? I'm not going to be able to just put a dark gray and call it a day. I'm going to need to, do an under shading of black and then, like I said, maybe pick like one shade lighter of peach or whatever, or brown, or whatever color the skin is, or whatever it is I'm drawing. If it's an apple, I would just need a shade brighter. Like, I just need to do that. We're just not there. But this is a step in the right direction because we're going back to using multiple layers. So we were on to something before. It's just that we weren't on enough. So we got to use multiply layer. We got to use lighten maybe. We got to figure out more layers. Um, in terms of perspective, progress, shading, lateral progress, if that makes sense. Like, we took a step before. We were walking we were standing still, but we were at the end of our path. Now we've taken a step to the right. We're still standing still, but now we can actually go somewhere because the path is clear. Perspective is kind of the same thing, I guess, right? We were basically standing still. You can argue we were like 3 steps into our journey because of the skull shit, but I didn't feel like I was doing those that well. This one, for some reason, to me, really feels like there's some dimension to it. Um, is it perfect or anything? No, but it definitely feels better. I wonder if it would feel even better. So there's like kind of no seam here on the model, but I've been wondering, I wonder if I just put a seam there, if it would have felt better. I think it would have. It would have like kind of guided the eye a little bit. Whatever. But I think we're like 4 steps into our 1,000 step journey for perspective. Like, it kind of came out okay from that perspective. Hey, hey, perspective for all right, fuck it. Um, Proportions, we're still out of the fucking. We're standing still. All right, it's. You know what? To be fair to myself, I was able to fix the chin. Is it perfect? Is it flawless? Is it as good as it could, or I want it to be? No. But it's much better than what it was. It just took me a long time to get there. So overall, I mean, I definitely feel like I made progress, but also like I don't feel like I made progress. Visually, this is like the same quality I've been putting out, but like mentally, I feel like I learned some things here, right? I know some steps that I can take to get better, hopefully, but I also feel like that every time I watch something or draw, I feel like I've taken a step further and I guess I just don't. I don't know. Anyway, this is probably just going on the art VOD channel, so I guess there'll be no video tomorrow morning for VOD Squad on the main. Um, but fuck them. I'm kidding. Thanks for watching those. Thanks for watching me play games like a jackass. They're just like unedited VODs because I'm too lazy most of the time. Except for I guess the Icarus is largely unedited. Sometimes there's cuts, but I think I hide them pretty well because I just pause the recording and go do something and come back, and it's usually basically right where we left off or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get off for the night. So thanks for being here. That's right, it's a night, still night. I don't think the hand cam was too dark. Let's see what it would have looked like without that on. I think that's I think that's better. Are you fucking kidding me? Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Have a fantastic day, night, afternoon, whatever it is. I appreciate you for hanging out. Hopefully I can catch you in the next one, whatever that is. But we're gonna go ahead and get off for the night. So thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling, and I will see you then. Bye.